Hi, Valerie. How are you? Well, welcome, everyone. I don't have my flame going this morning. I like to have some incense going during my mindfulness time in the morning. So let me get that started. Hello to you on YouTube. I love it when you guys let me know where you're joining from. There's just something about place and us being together in different parts of the world that inspires me. So let me know where you're joining from, and I'll very much appreciate it. So welcome to those of you who are watching us on YouTube, and we'll just have a great time together. Every once in a while we have to block some crazy people that come in, and sadly many Christians have become crazy people, and certainly people on social media have, but I'm so glad to be with you today. It's a beautiful day to be together. So good. Northeastern Texas. All right, Wayne. Well, it's good to meet you. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. I'm feeling inspired today because it's just been a rough season. And I think holidays are tough for a lot of people. And so I just think it'll be good for us to have some time together and sort of sit with some of that pain, and also just talk about what's inspiring to us today. San Antonio, Texas today. You are a pastor. I'm a licensed pastor. Yes, I am. But I think of it more as a title, and more as a relationship. I almost need to know what I almost think a license and a denomination, as you're asking now, doesn't give authority. Relationship gives authority to speak into people's lives. So I don't do denominations. So if denomination is important to you, then I'm probably not the pastor for you. And I don't say that flippantly. I say that because, I just don't believe in denominations. I think denominations are inherently exclusive. And I think Jesus came to break down exclusive religion. So welcome. This is our spiritual mindfulness moment today. I appreciate you asking, Valerie, and you're welcome to stay. But so I'll deal with some questions and interact with you guys. Hi, Southern California. Glad you're here. Max on YouTube. Happy holidays to you from Albuquerque. Good to see you, Max. And so I just hope you guys on TikTok will respect the moment that we're together in prayer and mindfulness, and not just kind of write stuff that's not pertinent to what we're doing today. So just get comfortable where you are. I have my incense going. I just like the aroma, and I sense there's something connecting to the divine of an aroma and a flame. And so if that's important to you, you can. And then I think coffee connects me to the divine. So I'm always drinking some coffee. But again, if you're just joining us, this is our spiritual mindfulness moment. My name is Paul, and I go by Pastor Paul. Not because I feel like that's an exalted title, but because sometimes that gives people comfort to know that somebody with the title of pastor and the authority or licensing of pastor is affirming them. And that's important to me. And sometimes it's important to people. So welcome, and let me know where you're joining from. And what we do here is we have a time of mindfulness together. We'll connect our spirits together and connect to the divine, and have just a quiet moment together to process through life. Particularly, this is available for people who have lost their spiritual community, their church community, to be able to connect together with somebody spiritually. And that's what we like to provide is the Pastor Paul community is a group of people pursuing spiritual life together in the 21st century when a lot of people are losing their community. Hi from California. She doesn't even go here. Oh, nice. So glad you guys are here. So get comfortable in your seat. Like I said, I have my incense going over here, which is choking me up a little bit with the smoke. And I have my music going in the background. So just get very comfortable. And we just invite the presence of heaven to come where I'm sitting and where you're sitting, where we're sitting together. And just breathe. Breath brings life into our bodies. It stirs our circulatory system. It feeds our brain. It feeds our spirit. Just makes a whole lot of good things happen to us spiritually, mentally, and physiologically. So breathe deeply. Let love and wholeness come into you now. I'm just mindful that it's the Christmas season, and thank you for sharing the live video, Wayne. It's the Christmas season, and Isaiah 9 says, "For to us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and his name shall be called Emmanuel, and the government shall rest on his shoulders, and to the increase of that government and of peace there will be no end." So sometimes our fear is what Christianity has taught us is that Jesus came and the world got better. Then he went away and it's going to hell in a handbasket. And then someday he'll come back and he'll take the Christians out and he'll curse all those bad people. Thank you for the likes, Wayne. But what Isaiah 9 says from the Judeo-Christian Bible is that the government, a way of living that governs life, will be on the shoulders of the story of Jesus and the way to live of Jesus. And to the increase of that and of shalom, there will be no end. It'll never stop increasing. The Christian idea that the world is supposed to go to hell in a handbasket is simply not true. It's not heaven ordained. It's a man-made concept. And generally it's used to place fear in people for control. You have to stay with us or else you're going to be out there in that world going to hell in a handbasket, and Jesus may just leave you behind. And I want to tell you, to the increase of peace, shalom. Shalom, by the way, doesn't mean the end of conflict or freedom from conflict. It means complete wholeness, to be restored as we were meant to be at creation, to be restored without life beating us down. And so I speak shalom over us together today as we connect our spirits in this thought that the presence of heaven is with us. As we begin to feel the sense of the divine around us, our spirits can connect as well. I am connected to you and you to me and all of us together. Not because we're Christian, but because we exist in humanity together. And so I call us to that connection together. I have a Bible verse I want to read for us together today. This is in Matthew 24:35. Sorry, my alarm's going off on my phone. It says, "Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. You see, the Christian belief is that you have to come into the Christian religion to be in right relationship with a man sitting on a throne with a long gray beard up in heaven who is pretty judgmental and vengeful. But Jesus was saying, here's a story of how to live. And if you live like this, if you live in my name, if you live like this self-serving willingness to die even for your enemies, you can change the world. And he said, by the way, what I do, you will do greater things, because you won't be looking for somebody in a body to do something. You'll have the Spirit of heaven with you all the time. And I declare the Spirit of heaven is with us right now. And I just share that sense that I have with you right now. You may have gone a long time without feeling like you've been able to connect to heaven, particularly if you've stepped away from your Christian community. And I tell you, you don't need that church in a building to be able to connect to heaven. So with this verse, heaven and earth may pass away, doesn't mean the world is going to come to an end. Heaven and earth passing away would be a colloquialism of the day, of like what we might say, like, I may lose every last penny I have, or I may lose every hair on my head, just something that sort of shows something catastrophic may happen, but I still have a firm foundation. And for many of us, heaven and earth has passed away because our belief system, our identity in that Christian system has been taken out from under our feet. And for some of us, that feels catastrophic. That feels like heaven and earth has passed away. But the text is saying, but how to live connected to heaven, connected to the divine, to have that divine inspiration and power coming from heaven, that cannot pass away. No church, no pastor, no condemning Christian can take that from you, because you are inherently valuable as a human being existing on this planet. And religion wants to convince you that you don't have inherent value, that you are inherently evil and sinful. And I tell you, that is a lie. It's not even what the Bible says. That was a created theology, created about 1600 years ago or so. It's not even in the long history of the Christian faith, and it's certainly not in the long history of faith of the world. So today I just take and wipe away from you everything that's been used to create shame, tell you you're not good enough. Because once shame is wiped away, once guilt, once the identity of being less than enough goes away, you can start to walk in the amazingness of who you are. So just sit very comfortably in your chair with me right now, and let's have a moment of mindfulness. I have the music in the background playing that's really soft, and it has nature sounds in it, and I love it. Just let that music take you to a place in your spirit where you feel connected to heaven. It may be a place of nature. It may be a place that was a sanctuary when you were younger, your bedroom, or whatever place is that feeling of, I can connect to heaven here. Just imagine that in your spirit. Go there in your spirit. We had a pond behind our house when I was in 8th grade with a diving board on it. And that's where I can go in my spirit and sit with the divine spirit of heaven. Sense its presence. And let that presence start to strengthen me and encourage me and give me hope and power. And when that starts to fill me, then I have strength and courage and hope and power and love to give to others, to give to you. And I offer that to you now. And as you're sitting in this space, just let that sense of heaven permeate you, and you can hear from heaven. You can even ask questions of that divine spirit. What do I need to know for today? What do I need to know about the struggle of my life? What do I need to know about this work project I have going on? What do I need to know about my identity and who I am? You can ask heaven a question, and we learn then to start to decipher in our thoughts. Oh, this thought is wisdom coming from my connection to the divine right now. So just listen for a moment. Let's just sit quietly. If you want to ask a question, if you can, if you just want to feel the sense of the spirit of heaven with you, you can. If you struggle to hear from heaven, that's okay. Just try. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You're all good with me. So let's just wait. What do you want to ask heaven today? What does heaven have to say to you? I bless you to hear right now. Yeah. So hold on to that, what you heard. I'm going to ask you to share in just a moment if you feel comfortable to share it in the comments. But usually I like to finish up my time of connection with heaven and with each other with gratefulness. My exercise in that is just think about one thing right now that you're grateful for. Let me stop for just 1 second. Before we go to gratefulness, I feel like there may be somebody listening in today and you're like, you're feeling the pain, maybe of the season of the holidays of loss, maybe loss through death, maybe loss through relationship. If that's you, just type in the comments like, yeah, I've suffered loss. I'm feeling the pain of that loss today. And let's just join our spirits together around processing through some loss today. All right, my name into the comments. I've felt that sense of loss this season. I'll put it in TikTok as well. Is that you? Do you have a feeling of loss of relationship or maybe even death nearby? Just type into the comments, that's me. I'm feeling that sense of loss. Because we can just process that together here today. Christina says she's feeling a loss of community and deep relationship on YouTube. Thank you, Christina. Yeah. I feel that sense of loss today. So let's just sit with that in our space of connection to heaven. Again, just sense the presence of heaven with you and our presence joined together. And we just mourn. We sit in the pain of that loss together. I'm so sorry that happened. And Christina Wayne on TikTok is saying, He says, bless you, Paul and Christina. His spirit is joining with us to bring strength and love together today. Yeah, Christina, I just feel that. I sense that with you. I just tell you, you're loved. You're loved from heaven. You're loved in connection with others here today. I declare I'm loved, and I feel the love of others who are here with us today. I feel your love connecting to me, and I just grab onto that today. The reason I decided to stop, because I was sensing it for one, but sometimes we go to gratefulness because we know there's some hope maybe in gratefulness, but we need to be careful not to try to get through the pain of loss too quickly. Because feeling that pain is important and helpful. So I share that with you today. My blessings with you. So now let's just grab on to then, sometimes I call it the life raft of gratefulness, that I'm just grateful today. I'm grateful today that I'm able to feel pain. I've actually gone many years of my life without being able to feel. And even though it's painful, sometimes I'm grateful to feel. I grab onto that gratefulness today. Heaven and earth may pass away. Our foundation may be taken from under our feet. But the words of Jesus and the pointing to the way to live in connection between heaven and earth will not pass away. We can lose everything and still find that place of strength and power and love. Yeah. So just share anything that you heard from heaven today. I would love to see it in the comments, or you can share a question you want to discuss now, or we can talk about anything. As we feel the release coming, our spirit coming back into ourselves, and that love permeating us. And coffee keeping us happy. And I don't know if you can, I guess it's backwards on TikTok. It says, thanks for always liking my posts. So yeah, anybody want to share what you heard from heaven today, or have any thoughts or questions, as I have about 10 more minutes here. While we're thinking about all that, I'm going to share something on YouTube. It's just kind of what our weekly walk together in the unconventional spiritual life looks like. A new podcast gets released on Thursday. We're actually recording that today at 11 o'clock Pacific, West Coast time. And you can watch us record that live on my YouTube channel, Pastor Paul TikTok YouTube channel. If you're in TikTok, you can find a link to that in my bio, the link tree. Yeah, I just love being with you guys. So yeah, we can just walk that unconventional spiritual life together. All right. Is anybody, last chance, any thoughts, questions? I hope this was encouraging to you today. Thank you, Wayne, for all the likes and the shares. TikTok's making it awfully hard for people to see me anymore. I think it's all of the good Christian people who I've had reporting my account on a regular basis. Christians, you're not good people. You used to be good people. You think you're good people, but you're not good people. People who think God gives them permission to be cruel aren't good people. Thank you, Wayne. All right, guys. What kind of incense do you use? Christina says. So I love this. So this is, I think you can see it here. It's going to be backwards on TikTok. Let me change my camera on YouTube. So can you see that? It's him. And my favorite scent is First Rain. Can you see that on TikTok? It'll be backwards. The company is him and the scent is First Rain, and I love it. I also have another one that I like that I use, and again, and I don't know if him is better than any others. It was what somebody sent me as a gift, and I just have loved it, so I keep ordering it. And this one's white sage when I want sort of something a little bit more pungent. But I just find that incense brings an aroma with it, and then the smoke creates an atmosphere where my spirit starts to say, oh, this is a sacred moment. This is a moment of connecting to heaven. Yeah. Vanilla Gorilla says, I'm going through a divorce with kids involved. Wow. Well, we connect our spirits with you, Vanilla Gorilla. We send energy and love to you. I'm so sorry. Any advice? My advice always on almost everything is just know who you are. Know why you're standing for what you're standing for. Your essence, who you are, is good. And any shame that's being brought to you in the process, I reject that. And I tell you, you're not to be ashamed. Even if you've made mistakes, you made mistakes out of your best and out of the tools that you have available. So I just break any shame off of you in the process. Does that help? Eleanor on YouTube says, thanks for this moment. You're welcome, Eleanor. By the way, if anybody's joining in the middle, this is preserved on YouTube. You can go over to my YouTube channel and see it at any time. If you're watching on TikTok, you can go find my YouTube channel in my link tree on my bio. Thank you for the gift, Vanilla Gorilla. And it's preserved over there, and there's a whole bunch of other cool stuff. So go check it out and click for notifications on my YouTube channel, and it'll let you know when I'm doing live things over there. Genuine Muffin Man says, hi, Paul. Hi, Muffin Man. Good to see you. Adelaide says, thank you for helping us break out of old perspectives. Yes, that's exactly what we're trying to do. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words won't pass away, says Jesus in the Bible. That means what we knew can come crumbling to the ground. And that's what's happening to the church system in the West right now. It's crumbling to the ground. And so it feels like our foundation is taken out from under our feet. But the words of Jesus, not the words that say, join my exclusive religion of Christianity, but the words of Jesus that says, you get to connect directly to heaven, just like Isaiah does in chapter 6, and you are worthy to be there. Those words will not pass away. And that's why I can say to Vanilla Gorilla, don't let shame be put on you in the situation. Juanita says, blessings to all this Advent season. Vanilla Gorilla says, we have to live together for now until he can sell the house. Yeah, I just pray strength for you and send you strength in that, Vanilla Gorilla. That's tough. Wayne says he's praying for you too. Haley says, can you please pray for me because I have an appointment tomorrow and I'm so nervous. Yeah, I do. I send you blessings. You can do it, Haley. You are powerful. You're better than you know. You've been told you're not good enough by life and by people who didn't know any better than to say that. And I tell you, you are good enough. You are strong and powerful, and you can do this. Vanilla Gorilla says, thank you. It helped. It's just a hopeless feeling, lost and scared. It's okay to feel that way, Vanilla Gorilla. Yeah, you can feel that. but you're stronger than you know. You're going to find that out through this. I believe that. And I bless you in that. Thank you for sharing that, Vanilla Gorilla. All right, guys, I'm going to have to run. It just means so much that you spend time with me. If you're just joining and you missed some of this, it is preserved on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. You can go there. I've got some really cool stuff coming up with my new website that I'm really excited about. You're going to have a lot more opportunity for us to connect together. It's really going to be fun. It's a lot of work. I'm very stressed right now. You can't tell it on my face, but I'm mega stressed. So I will take your prayer for me to get through this project that's just so swamping. Katie Keene says, I always feel so free after watching, sharing your TikToks and connecting. Thank you, Katie. Haley says, can you please pray for me because I want Jesus to hug me? Yeah. Hug yourself, Haley. Love yourself. You're worthy to be loved. The Tapatia says, have an amazing day. You're the best. I hope more people see your page. Thank you. You can share it, like it, interact on my content, comment. All of those things help, and it means a lot to me that you want to help. You can also join my Patreon page to help financially as well. And like I said, we're going to be rolling that out to a new website, and it's going to be super, super cool. I can't wait. I'm so excited about it. So pray for me that I survive this project. But yeah, if you go to my link tree, you can get to my Patreon page and you can be a part of this community financially to help support me financially in what I do. I don't pass the plate. I don't ask for tax deductible donations. I sell subscriptions to what I do. And I do that through Patreon. And again, we're going to be transitioning that to another platform. That's going to be a lot of fun, I think, if I can figure it out. All right. Love you all. Yeah. So interact with my page. Join me in these things. And again, if you want to watch this spiritual mindfulness moment, again, it's over on my YouTube page and you can watch it from the start. Anytime you need a quiet moment, there's a bunch of them over there. So love you guys. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.